just got some extra light here, so you can see that's what's left of the piston. There's a bit of a fire in there, I think. I was trying to grind some of it to see if I could get it to loosen up, because the piston is basically pretty well melted to the cylinder walls, but the rest of the cylinders are pretty good. I put some oil in that one, hasn't drained through yet. So that's the cylinder block. Now over here, sorry for this. All right, here we go. Here's the head. And guess what? There's your cylinder number 2, I think it is. So that's what happened right there. You had exhaust valve that broke off and ended up in the engine, and then all the silver is the aluminum from the piston. So I'm gonna have to figure out, and then on top of that, the spark plug hole as well. Can I get it? The spark plug hole has been stripped out because basically the spark plug melted. The tip of the spark plug melted off, and then over here I got some of the parts over here. But this is the I took off the pan, the oil pan. You can see all of the aluminum, bits and pieces of the exhaust valve. Pretty majorly catastrophic, but I don't know. I'm gonna attempt to see if I can salvage this. Once I get the piston out, if I can ever get it out of there, I'll have to see how bad the cylinder walls are, and then decide then whether I'm going to need to get another piston, what do you call those? Piston block, or whatever you want to call that. So that's going to keep me busy over the winter. I will keep you guys posted. Otherwise, everything looks pretty good. You can see the intake where the carbs go is got a fair bit of aluminum in there as well. So when the piston started to melt, at some point it must have blown back into the intake boots and the carbs. The one carb at least. The rest of them look pretty good. So yeah, other than that, as you can see in the pictures and from just looking at this thing, it's an absolute shame. This bike, being a 1981, was absolutely mint. 10,887.9 kilometers. The fellow that I bought it off of was a young guy, just got his license, and what happened was I guess he took it out for its first run, and the throttle stuck on him wide open, and he pulled the choke, or pulled the clutch in, and the engine just revved up to the point where it just blew. And unfortunately, it appears that it was an error on the part of whoever did work on this bike, where they had the intake boot moved over this piece, you know, these clamps. That clamp bolt was interfering with the throttle linkage, and so it allowed the throttle to go past. But then when he went to decelerate, take the throttle back, it got caught on that bolt, and that's what stuck it wide open. So interesting. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure if any of this is salvageable. I've heard that you can use muriatic acid to get rid of aluminum, so I may try that. Not sure. We'll see what happens. So stay tuned.